I'm here with Mark Massetti, the Managing Director of Carbon Management Services, and today we're going to discover who's actually using carbon management services within the cold storage industry. So Mark, last time in the last interview we looked at why the cold storage industry is such an important market. So can you tell us some of the companies you've been working with?
Yes, of course. You know, when we went to the TCS&D event, we decided to create a specific environment for the cold storage industry, and we call it Coldville, and as you can see on the computer screen here, we've got this mythical industrial estate of Coldville. And on there are all our customers that we won in the last 12 months, some very significant cold storage businesses there, some household names. I don't want to run through all of them, obviously. I'm going to show you some real live data in a minute, but in particular, this group of customers, they're going to save about £3.3 million over the next 10 years, 15,500 tonnes of CO2, and that's enough energy to power about 1,000 houses. So that's a real significant impact. And if you imagine we're just scraping the surface of the cold storage industry, there is a massive opportunity for greater savings moving forward. Now, one of the things is, of course, is how do we validate our savings? And that's one of the important things. So I've got some graphs here that I'd like to show you.
Whilst you're finding those, for anyone that does want to have a look at the Coldville in more detail, they can access it on your website, is that right?
Yep, it's on our website. It's a Prezi presentation, there's some videos embedded in it, but you'll be able to see these individual customers and the sorts of savings that they've had. So okay. Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
So now we've got some real life case studies where we can actually see the savings in action.
Yeah. Okay, so on the screen at the moment now is a well-known brand of wholesalers in a specialist market. They're a very big energy user, probably touching close to £1 million a year they're spending on energy, and they have a number of sites. Now, as you can see on the screen here, this is their actual energy consumption on a daily basis from that date to this date here. And we installed our voltage optimization system here, and you can see that the orange is this year's energy consumption and the blue is last year's. And it looks like this year, before we installed our voltage optimization system, the customer's energy consumption was rising, which they agreed it was. And from the moment we switched it on, you can see a significant reduction in their energy consumption. And interestingly, this point here where there's been a spike in it. This was the 1st of July 2015, the hottest July ever on record. I think it's well documented in the cold store industry that everyone had a huge spike in industry during that, in energy, during that period. So this proves without a shadow of a doubt that it works, and the client loves the graphic. They've seen it in their bills. We're now rolling it out across their other sites. So it's fantastic for us. If we look at this customer here, this is 10 retail sites, and we've run a pilot on it. And again, orange being 2015, blue being 2014. I think that's fairly compelling evidence that the systems work. This is 10 sites around the country, and this is an amalgamation of all of their energy consumption and data, and you can see without a doubt that there is a significant drop in consumption. And of course, cost. This is Chingford fruit. I apologise for the different style of data, but the client wanted to have their data validated by their own independent consultants and not us. That's why there's a difference in the way the data is presented. But you can see, and you can see why that Chingford fruit won an award for energy efficiency. Because if you look at the top slide, you'll see that they're running 120, 30, 40 is their average kilowatt hour consumption. And you look at the lower graph, once the system was switched on, the significant reduction. And combined with an LED project, they've saved around 24%.
Wow.
So for them, well over £100,000, but the VO's been responsible for a 14% reduction in energy. So that has saved them £70,000 a year, and that's a significant sum of money. So, you know, we're very, very pleased with those results.
So the savings have been considerable for a lot of those companies, but are they consistent?
Well, we could never go around and tell anyone that they're going to get 14%. You know, this is something people were doing a number of years ago, and it was met with a little bit of derision. It's not credible. It's fantastic that the clients got such a huge saving. The other one for that wholesaler is about 7.5%. Typically, we like to be talking 7 to 8% with our clients because we think it's a reasonable figure. It enables them to have a good return on investment, and it's a sensible place to be. But there are a number of factors that affect how much the client can save, and we don't really know that until we've carried out our surveys.
But in theory, once it's installed year on year, you should see similar savings.
Yeah, you know, the savings will be consistent. Obviously, if the customer then starts to invest in other energy efficiency technology, they'll see further drops. But the minute you install voltage optimization in this industry, you will see a drop in consumption without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mark.
Pleasure.
So next time we're going to look at whether or not voltage optimization is really for everyone. So click on the website below and subscribe to our videos and news updates. That's all for now. Bye-bye.